Hey there, this is Benjamin Swee, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about my business coach, Justin Lamb. Now, before I met Justin, I was actually struggling to figure out what I wanted to do in business. You see, this was prior to COVID, and at the time I was just kind of jumping around from opportunity to opportunity, learning different skills, trying to find a way to work from home, but still make the same amount of income I was doing at my engineering career. Now, it was pretty frustrating because I was watching others succeed while I tried to struggle to get less or no success. Now, at the time, a part of me, I also knew the answer. I was just chasing multiple things and I wasn't giving what I was doing enough time. So through some consultations with Justin, he really helped me find my direction, and he really helped me find it in three major ways. Through a series of consultation and exercises, he helped me discover, a couple of my guiding principles. First being context, and second being control. For example, after understanding that I needed context to do what I wanted to do, that helped me, shape all the stuff that I was working on, saying, okay, I need context here. I need to figure out what it is that I'm doing. I'm not the type that could, creatively jump into something and then, figure it out. The second thing being control, while it might seem a little bit negative, being overly controlling, once you have a full good understanding of it, that's when you know that, okay, I'm actually being a little bit too controlling here in this particular business situation. I could now decide to, I'm just going to let it go. And in that way, I was able to find better ways to apply myself in business. Throughout these consultations, I also had the opportunity to work with a much larger influencer. And this influencer was known globally. Now, I wasn't getting paid a ton, but Justin was suggesting that I stay with him because he gave me some insight that I'm actually being paid to learn. Because the influencers are so big, having the opportunity to just work closely with him is very rare. So he suggested be a studious student, learn and absorb. And finally, the last thing that Justin really helped me with is, what place in a company am I? Should I be number one or should I be number two? Naturally, I would just say, oh yeah, I'm number one. It makes sense for anybody who's really ambitious to say that they want to be number one. But when I really started to think about, okay, what does it really take to lead a company? What does it really take to shoulder the weight, not just for your family, but for the family of all those that you're employed under you, and to have vision and context and all that. So that's when I decided, you know what, actually, I'm much better being number two. I'm much better at running businesses in the background. Not to say that I'm in the shadows, kind of hidden, but to say that I'm more like the Steve Wozniak to Steve Jobs, something along those lines. So when I got to figure this out, when I figured out, okay, some of my guiding principles, what position that is suitable for me, that's when I figured out I had full control over what my subconscious behavior is and how I want to do things. The reason why I highly recommend Justin is because he was able to kind of see all of this before I even knew about it. It's kind of like he can see the path that you're walking on before you even take the first step. So if you're out there and you're kind of considering, okay, what business should I take? I don't really know what I'm trying to do with my life. I do highly recommend Justin's consultation. Because he was able to foresee what I couldn't see. That's all from me. This is Benjamin Swee. Bye for now.